And we're back with some more Washington Capitals franchise mode in FHM 10. And in this one, we have the start of the Year 9 playoffs. Starting out against the New York Rangers in round number 1, who were 44, 33, and 5 during the regular season. We are going in mostly with a full bill of health. We have minor injuries to Alain Samake and Michael Misa, but that is about it. You currently have Mata on the first line with Crystal and Suzdalev, so this will be a nice little test for him as he's been buried on the third line most of the year. And you have Spencer Knight currently starting, so we'll see. We'll see how he does this year. Hopefully much better. And here we go into game number 1. Oh, it looks like Misa's actually back now, and Mata is now on the second line with Deruyo and Afanasev. And here we go. Game number 1 will be a 4-3 Washington victory. Shots are 35-23 in favor of Washington. 3 stars of the game are Misa, Zeri, and Lambos. So Misa gets the 3-assist game. First period, no scoring. Second period, Levshunov with the goal from Misa and Crystal to open things up. But then Eisner and Smith with the goals for the Rangers to make it 2-1. But then you have Rausa from Lambos and Kulik to make it 2-2. And then Crystal from Misa and Deruyo to make it 3-2. Hanging in the third period where Zeri scores to make it 3-3. And in overtime, Ryan Lynn, 57 seconds in from Misa and Lambos, makes it the 4-3 victory. Oh, Torchenko out with an injury. Pulled abdominal muscle for 1 to 2 weeks. So it looks like who's slotting in there? Kartai. And jeez, man. Misa and Mata on the fourth line. Way to go, coach. Good stuff. All right, here we go. Game 2, still in Washington, will be a 2-1 victory. That is what you'd like to see. Shots are 43-30 Washington. 3 stars of the game, Clanton, the New York goaltender, Frondell, and Deruyo. First period, no scoring once again. Second period, looks like no scoring again. And then the third period, Frondell with the goal for New York makes it 1-0. But then Crystal from Mata and Deruyo, which means we go to overtime once again, where Yuri Kulik on his former team from Lambos makes it a 2-0 series lead. And I just realized this is the second year in a row that we're facing the Rangers in the first round. Hopefully there is a different result this time, and it's looking good so far. So let's hope that we can continue that here in game number 3, which will be a 4-2 victory. There you go. Shots are 46-43 in favor of your Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game, Lynn, Singh, and Knight with the 41 save performance. First period, Ryland Singh with the goal for New York. And then second period, you have Galvis with our first goal of the game from Crystal. That's followed up by Beck Hamilton later on in the period to make it 2-1 New York. But then in the third period, it's all Washington. Afanasev on the power play from Lambos and Lynn. And then Misa from Suzdalev. Lambos on the empty net from Lynn makes it the 4-2 victory. And we lead 3-0 in the series. All right, here we go. Decisive game number 4, which means we're going into it. Come on, Washington. Oh, and there's a goal right off the bat for Cage Smith. That is a 1-0 New York lead. Come on, Washington. Oh boy, 2-0. Cole Perfetti from Hedel and Creston. Come on, guys. There it is. Deruyo from Levshunov and Lambos makes it 2-1. And we're heading to the second period now. Oh, there's 3-1. Christian Kyrou with the goal for New York. But Ryan Lynn from Afanasev and Lambos makes it 3-2. Come on, guys. Get another one. There it is. Afanasev from Lynn and Misa makes it tied, and unfortunately Frondell scores with 50 seconds left in the second period to make it 4-3 New York. Unfortunately, looks like it's not happening. Adam Fox with the goal makes it the 5-3 win for the New York Rangers with 3 seconds left. I'm assuming into the empty net. Shots were 42-31 in favor of New York. 3 stars of the game, McCarney, Deruyo, and Hamilton. And unfortunately, to make matters worse, Alex Huang is now injured once again. The bruised foot for 1 to 2 weeks, so it looks like Alain Samake is going in there. All right, here we go. Game number 5. Going into it once again. There it is. Goal for Suzdalev from Misa and Crystal. Makes it 1-0. First shot of the game for your Washington Capitals. But there's one for Cage Smith, getting it tied at 1. Come on, guys. Second period time. Oh, there's 2-1. Tobias Creston for New York. 3-1. Isaac Rosane. Come on, guys. Don't let them get back into this. Michael Misa with a goal from Lambos and Crystal. There's 3-3. Yuri Kulik from Carrier and Bourne. At into the third period, tied at 3. Come on, guys. There it is. Suzdalev from Crystal and Misa puts us up 4-3. 5-3. Mata with his first goal of the playoffs from Afanasev and Deruyo. Oh, wait a minute. Cage Smith with a goal for New York makes it 5-4. But Gino Carconi makes it 6-4 from Kidney and Levshunov. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. 5-6. Cage Smith with the hat trick for New York. Oh, wow. Okay. Thomas Deruyo with the goal from Afanasev and Samake makes it 7-5. And what a crazy third period as we close out this series. in quite a crazy fashion, as it was tied heading into the third period, and it was just back and forth from there pretty much. But luckily, we pulled off the win. Shots of 43-40 in favor of the Rangers. 3 stars of the game, Crystal, Smith, and Misa. Whew, okay, we can breathe a sigh of relief. We're finally past the first round for the first time in 2 or 3 years now. So let's see who we have in round number 2. And it will be the New Jersey Devils, who were 46-30-6 on the regular season. The Jack Hughes-less New Jersey Devils, as we know, as he is now in Colorado. Nico Hischier still there. Looks like they have quite a bit of depth, but no one who is really considered star power. So here we go into game number 1 against the New Jersey Devils. That will be a 4-1 Washington Capitals victory. Shots are 52-24 in favor of your Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game, Suzdalev, Crystal, and Galvis. First period, Crystal from Suzdalev makes it 1-0, 40 seconds in. Then Afanasev from Galvis and Suzdalev makes it 2-0. Yarventi for the Devils makes it 2-1. But then in the second period, you have Galvis on the power play from Suzdalev, makes it 3-1. And in the third, Crystal on the empty net from Lambos makes it the 4-1 victory. All right, here we go. Game number 2 will be a 5-3 Washington Capitals victory. This is more like it. Shots are 45-31 in favor of Washington. 3 stars of the game, Lynn, Folstrom, and Torpchenko. First period, Folstrom scores 147 in for the Devils, but then it's Ryan Lynn from Afanasev and Levshunov to make it 1-1. Second period, you have Misa from Kulik and Torpchenko to make it 2-1, and then Crystal from Suzdalev to make it 3-1. But then Sanderson and Folstrom again makes it 3-3 heading into the third period, but Ryan Lynn short-handed from Bourne makes it 4-3, and then DeRuio on the empty net from Torpchenko makes it the 5-3 victory. Here we go. Game number 3 will be a 4-3 Washington Capitals victory. Shots are 53-18. Holy moly. 3 stars of the game, Misa, Holtz, and Suzdalev. First period, no scoring. Second period, Misa with the first goal of the game from Suzdalev and Lambos. And then Prudhomme scores for the Devils to make it 1-1. But then Misa shorthanded for his second goal of the game from Galvis makes it 2-1. And then Matthew Soto on the power play for the Devils makes it 2-2. And then in the third period, Suzdalev scores from Bourne and Misa to make it 3-2. Holt scores to make it 3-3, not 10 seconds later. And then Gino Carconi scores the game-winning goal from Galvis and Kidney to make it a 3-0 series lead for your Washington Capitals. This is what I like to see. Here we go. Yet another decisive game number 4 in New Jersey this time. Let's get it going. There it is. Carson Lambos unassisted with the first goal of the game. But there's one for Pelkinen for the Devils. Makes it 1-1. And that'll be the end of 1. We are tied at 1. Come on, guys. Give me another one here. Oh, there's a goal for the Devils. Soto with the goal. Makes it 2-1, despite the fact that we are out shooting them like crazy. And there you go. Quentin Bourne finally with our second goal of the game on the 40th shot of the game. And we are not even in the third period yet. From Mata and DeRuio makes it 2-2. The Devils only have 12 shots. We have 40, and it's 2-2. Come on, guys. Get it going here in the third. There you go. Mata from Afanasev and Levshunov. And there you go. Michael Misa from Crystal and Kidney makes it 4-2. And that is it. We defeat the Devils in a sweep. And once again, another 52-18 shot performance for your Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game, Afanasev, Soto, and Mata. So let's see who we have in round number 3. And it will be the Boston Bruins, who finished 52-24-6 on the regular season. They were the only team that finished ahead of us in the regular season standings. Let's take a look at their roster. They have Birdschild, it looks like is their new face of the franchise there. Mikey Birdschild. He had 100 points this season, so he is definitely a threat there on offense for the Boston Bruins. They have Quinn Hughes as well, so this should be an interesting one. All right, here we go. Game 1 against Boston will be a 3-1 Washington Capitals victory. Shots of 38-32 in favor of Washington. 3 stars of the game, Crystal, Parasik, and Misa. So the former Washington Capital, Tarek Parasik, coming back and has a good performance against us. First period, you have Hughes with the goal for Boston, makes it 1-0. But then Misa from Crystal and Suzdalev makes it 1-1. Second period, Ashton Tite from Carrier and Huang makes it 2-1. And then third period, Michael Misa from Crystal and Lynn makes it 3-1. And we get the 1-0 series lead. Game number 2 time. Be a 5-0 Washington Capitals victory. Shots were 47-25. In favor of your Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game, Lynn, Galvis, and Tite. We're playing well. We're playing very, very well right now. First period, Tite with the goal from Lambos and Lynn, followed up by Carrier from Galvis and Torpchenko. And we head into the second period up by 2, where we get a goal from Galvis from Mata to put us up by 3. And then the third period, Ashton Tite from Carconi and Kidney, and then Ryan Lynn from Afanasev and Levshunov. The 5-0 shutout victory. Here we go. Game number 3 will be a 5-4 Washington Capitals victory. Let's go. 51 shots to 39 in favor of your Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game. DeRuio with a 3-assist game. He's been great so far these playoffs. Pasternak and then Levshunov with the 2-goal performance. First period, they actually got the first 2 goals of the game with Saleyev and Farabee, but then it's Afanasev from DeRuio makes it 2-1. Burchild scores, makes it 3-1. But then Quentin Bourne from DeRuio and Afanasev makes it 3-2. And in the second period, it's actually Pasternak makes it 4-2. But then in the third, you have Levshunov from DeRuio and Mata, and then Kidney from Huang and Galvis makes it 4-4. And then in overtime, Levshunov is the overtime hero from Kulik and Toropchenko to make it another 3-0 series lead for your Washington Capitals. Here we go. Game 4 against the Bruins. We're going into it. First period underway. Come on, guys. Go for Oscar Back of the Bruins. Makes it 1-0. And then you have Edward Sale to make it 2-0. Ooh, Dylan Rossi. Come on, guys. 3-0 before the end of the first. Not what you like to see. Ooh, 4-0. North McKee. All right, goal from Misa. Can we get a huge comeback here? It starts with that. It starts with that goal by Misa. It doesn't look like it. Nope. Joel Farabee with the goal to make it 5-1. And that'll be all she wrote for this one. We unfortunately do not get a second sweep. Shots were 40-30 in favor of Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game are Rossi, Hill, and Locke. Come on, Washington. Game number 5. Don't let them get any more momentum. Take this one and get to the Stanley Cup final. Oh boy, scoreless first period. That's fine. Just get one here in the second. Come on, Washington. Goal by Cooper Soller. Seems the score didn't update just yet. There it is. Dylan Rossi with the goal. Makes it 2-0 Boston. Come on, Washington. Oh my goodness. Iro Paso, the former Washington Capital as well, I believe. Well, actually, I don't think he was ever on our roster, but he was a draft pick of ours and we traded him. Yep, so that is a 3-0 Boston lead. And it's not looking good so far. Come on, guys. Oh man, Mikey Burchild. Don't do this. Afanasev with the goal from Suzdalev and Mata. Makes it 4-1. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. 4-2. DeRuio from Huang and Afanasev. Do we have something here? Nope, we don't have something. And we lose game number 5. Heading into game number 6 now. The series is now 3-2. Shots are 30-29 in favor of Washington Capitals. 3 sides of the game. Chandler, Afanasev, and Soller. Come on, Washington. Do not fail this. All right, there it is. Quentin Bourne with the goal from Carconi and Levshunov. It's the end of the first. We're up by 1. Second period time. Oh boy, Mikey Burchild. Don't let him get going. Please do not let him get going. Oh no, Edward Sale. Don't do this. Don't do this. Iro Paso. Oh my goodness. Okay. Carson Lambos from Lynn and DeRuio. Come on. Thank you, Mata. Thank you. From Suzdalev and Levshunov. We have a tie game. Oh my goodness, Mikey Burchild. No. David Pasternak. And we are headed to 7. All right, here we go. Come on, guys. Okay. Afanasev from Suzdalev and Misa makes it 1-0. Cooper Soller makes it 1-1. 2-1. Kulik from Galvis and Kidney. I'm so nervous. Goal for Kulik from Toropchenko and Levshunov. Oh boy, third period. Oh, thank God. DeRuio with the goal from from Bourne and Crystal with 45 seconds left, and we win game 7. Holy moly, that was too close. That was way too close. Shots were 39-30 in favor of your Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game, Kulik, Bourne, and Levshunov. Who do we have in the Stanley Cup final? It's going to be the Chicago Blackhawks. Connor Bedard still has not renewed his contract. So, just saying. There's a possibility. I mean, I doubt it, but there's still the possibility. And we have the Hall of Fame voting. Backstrom's on there. Definitely got to vote for him. What about Carlson's on there? So hopefully they both get in this year. All right, game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals versus the Chicago Blackhawks will be a 4-3 Washington Capitals victory. Shots are 53-43 in favor of Washington. 3 stars of the game, Crystal, Kantsarov, and DeRuio. First period, you have a goal for Kantsarov to make it 1-0 Chicago, but then it's Crystal from Galvis and DeRuio to make it 1-1. Second period, you have Crystal from DeRuio to make it 2-1, and then Ryan Lynn from Misa and Afanasev to make it 3-1. But then you have Heikkinen for Chicago to make it 3-2. And heading to the third, you have Afanasev on the power play from Lambos and Lynn, and then Heikkinen again on the power play from Kantsarov and Bedard. But that was not enough for the Chicago Blackhawks, and we lead 1-0 in the series. All right, game 2. We have 4-1 Washington Capitals victory. Let's go. Shots are 48-32 in favor of Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game, Levshunov, Knight, and Bourne. First period, you have Tight with the goal from Kidney and Galvis to make it 1-0. Then it's Gavin Hayes with the lone Chicago goal of the game. And then in the second period, you have Misa from Bourne and Suzdalev. And in the third, you have Levshunov from Kulik and Carrier. And then Deruio on the empty net from Mata makes it the 4-1 victory. We're up 2-0 in the series. Game number 3 will be a 5-3 Chicago victory. After 43-41 in favor of Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game: Bedard, Kidney, and Kantsarov. First period, you have Kantsarov with the goal for Chicago to make it 1-0. Then Kidney with the goal from Tite and Carrier to make it 1-1. Then in the second period, you have Afanasev to give us a 2-1 lead from Bourne and Mata. But then it's Korchinski for Chicago to make it 2-2. Heading in the third period, where Ronberg and Guavin score for Chicago to make it 4-2. Mata scores to make it 4-3 from Huang and Suzdalev, but Bedard with the goal late in the period to make it the 5-3 victory for Chicago. All right, come on, boys. Game number 4 will be a 5-3 Washington Capitals victory. Shots at 35-34 in favor of your Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game are Tite, Bucher, and Mata. First period, it looks like we scored the first 3 goals of the game. Afanasev on the power play from Lambos and Lin. Then you have Tite from Mata and Huang 8 seconds later. And then you have Carconi from Tite and Suzdalev to make it 3-0. But then Zachary Hockey, I'm assuming that's how that's pronounced, on the power play to make it 3-1. And then the second period, you have Ronberg scoring for Chicago to make it 3-2. But then Riley Kidney from Levshunov and Deruio makes it 4-2. Bucher for Chicago makes it 4-3. But then Ivan Mata with the goal from Crystal makes it 5-3. And Ryan Lynn's injured. How long? No. 1 to 2 weeks. I mean, that's basically, that's the rest of the playoffs. So that is definitely an unfortunate injury. Luckily, we're up 3-1, so we have some padding here, but we got to make sure we win here in game number 5. I don't want to chance game 6 or game 7, you know? So here we go. Game number 5 without Ryan Lynn going into it. Tobias Tomic with the goal for Chicago to make it 1-0. There's a goal for Suzdalev from Misa and Afanasev. Make it 1-1. All right, 2-1. Suzdalev from Mata and Galvis. 3-1. Quinton Bourne from Levshunov and Deruio. Not going to get excited yet. We still got 40 minutes of play in regulation. And that's the end of 2. Come on, Washington. Just 20 more minutes. You got this. Yes, Riley Kidney from Carconi and Tite. And is that it? Is that it? Please tell me that's it. Please tell me that's it. And that is it. Your Washington Capitals have won the Stanley Cup. Let's go. That was satisfying. Shots were 34-29 in favor of Washington Capitals. 3 stars of the game: Suzdalev, Tite, and Bourne. There it is. Your year 9 Stanley Cup champions finally are your Washington Capitals. We went through the New York Rangers, the New Jersey Devils, the Boston Bruins, and the Chicago Blackhawks. And now I guess we should try to protect our title in year number 10. So I'll just re-sign all these staffers and then we'll get into seeing the playoff stats. That was a genius hiring of Dave Strachan. Despite the fact that he doesn't have very good coaching ratings and even some of his miscellaneous ratings are not all that great, it was the motivation and the tactics that really sold him for me, as well as the physical preference and the aggressive line matching tendency. And that was such a good hiring. We finally did it, boys. We finally did it. Let's take a look at these stats. So we have a tie here for the most points on the team. Misa and Afanasev with 20 points each. Then you have 18 for Deruio and Suzdalev. Deruio was really good this playoffs. I mean, he was so uncharacteristically good, like compared to years past. His rookie year, the first year that we were in the playoffs, 9 points in 11 games. But then he sort of trailed off after that for a little bit. But this year in the playoffs, he was just a beast. Holy moly. And his career high during the regular season is 21 points. Now, granted, that's in 49 games played for this regular season, so he probably could have had more if he had more games played. But that he was excellent in these playoffs. My goodness. And then you have Crystal with 17, 16 for Lambos. He was great. Lynn with 14 points, as well as Mata and Levshunov. Mata turned it on in the playoffs. Good to see. You have 12 points for Galvis, 10 for Kidney and Bourne. Tite and Kulik with 8, 6 for Carconi, 5 for Carrier, Toropchenko, and Huang, and then 1 for Rausa and Elaine Samake in 4 games played each. And then Anderson and Stesko did not play. Kartai with 1 game played. And then in goal, you have Spencer Knight. The .916 save percentage finally was consistent this year. After several years of going back and forth between good during the regular season and bad during the playoffs, and then bad during the regular season and good during the playoffs, he finally was good during the regular season and playoffs this year, and we finally win. And no star center necessary. No star center necessary. Granted, it would have been nice, but in the end, we did get it done. That's all that matters. So once again, your Stanley Cup champions of year number 9 are your Washington Capitals. And in the next one, we defend our title.